Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Because the moon is the soothing light and the ocean wave is the love of the ocean. There is only beauty of the ocean when there is a wave. Ocean is blue, is a Krishna. And the waves are not blue, whitish. So that is love of Radhika. From the Krishna, waves are in Krishna. But the Radhika is a separate love. Is Radha, Krishna is one. But to become waves, ocean becomes separate from the waves. That is the difference of Radha and Krishna. They are one. But when the moonlight comes, when Krishna appears, waves are want to meet him. And waves are coming from the ocean and going to the ocean. And that the love waves of the ocean. And if you are not careful in standing yourself, maybe this wave will catch you and bring inside the ocean. So when you stand near to the ocean, you very strongly stand. Not waves can catch. I don't know which time waves will come to catch you. So which time she will catch you, love will catch you, you don't know. Because it's just like a wave coming from the ocean and mixed with ocean. Waves has separate identity to catch us, to bring near to Krishna, love of Radha. Bring near to Krishna, in Krishna, but no separate identity. Ocean has a two beauty. One is a blue ocean, and from that waves are moving. You see, the love is also like a wave. It comes, goes out, comes, flows down. It's a wave. So why we go to ocean? To watch the waves, the love of Krishna, Radha. And this ocean, this river is full of honey. And the flow of this honey is all the river flow with honey also going onwards to the ocean. If the river goes to the ocean, is a river. If not go to the ocean, what you will say? Is a pond or canal or drain. Is not a river. River always go to ocean. Means all the religion is not flowing to the ocean, is no religion. Any religious practice, what we are doing in day-to-day material life, in beginning, is also should reach to the ocean. Then is a religious practice. Or when we are self-made, it is like a pond. It's not meaning, they are very different. They never go to the Supreme Lord. They stay one place, stagnant. And when the water is not flow, what do you say, stinky water. When is the flow, Water is the flesh. When there is no flow, water starts stinking and you not drink that water. Right? Fifth? Yeah. So here, the Lord love is the wave of honey. That is the Radhika's flow of honey. So B has to come. B is a Krishna. B only go where the honey is there. So this Krishna is natural to attract with the honey. A bee has only worked when come and suck the honey and they can fly. Where is the honey? They go there. Siddhartha.
When can I see your beautiful, blooming lotus face that grows in a lake full of true love?
When I will see, that's the point. Because I have so much material desire. I see them, but I have no time. I have no time because I desire so many things in my life and I am busy to see that. But I have no time to see your face, who is blooming always, who has a waves, who has a meaning, who has a honey, full of honey, full of sweetness, and full of flow. That I have no time to see. Because I am searching honey in material thing. But real honey I forget to see. Yeah.
That is full of honey, that intoxicates Krishna, that is like a moon, that causes the ocean of rasa to swell. And that is beautified by curly locks of hair that are bluish like bumblebees. Shripad in his Swarupa Vesha. Shripada is...
What is Sarupa Vesha? Sarup is a form. Our Avesh, our consciousness is the Avesh. Our Avesh to see my body, this is my consciousness. And my consciousness to check my senses. And living in my false ego. And I control my mind with my false ego and senses. This is my Avesh. And I am living and I am practiced for that. And I am thinking only for balancing my material. This is my conscience. But Sarup, here is mentioned, is a different form. This Sarup is the form of the soul, I. Soul has also form. Because I, what I say I, is not body. Because it's a material. It's not going with me. My death will come. This body, my senses, my false ego, all they will stay here. Only thing will go with me is my soul. So who I am? I am the soul. That forgetfulness is creating suffering in my life. So I start thinking that I is this name of this body. And the body identification means I have to live in my senses, and I come to enjoy my senses is my. And what I can work and earn money to use for these senses. This is the only goal for my life. And we all on and on working for this. So what is this? This creates suffering. What is not truth? I want to accept truth. This is the right thing. So this truth, not truth, when we try to accept truth, that is my faults. And then I create my ego. Right. So my sarup of the soul form, think of how soul will get the form. I have no idea. I give you idea. When you identify your soul, when he wants to go to you and I, only two things exist. If make the you to Radha Mohan, you are my everything. I am your child. You are my real father. I am your friend. You are my real friend. I am your mother. You are my real son. These relations from my real self, my real identity. Other thing, like you go to the desert and you become very thirsty and you are walking, you're very thirsty, you're searching for water, then you see some waves like a water, you run and reach there. But because of the sun and scent, it looks waves. So this is illusion. It's not here. So our material life is also illusion. So many change I try, but nothing improve. As it is. You get nothing new, but the illusion, false ego, that maybe this will give my satisfactory way. Maybe this is the way for my full satisfaction. Nothing is a desert, running in desert to find the water. And there is no water. Then again we run. Then again we search one. But there is also no water. And this way we die. But we not come out from our ignorance. Means unconsciousness, to know real myself. Because when somebody say for this, I have no time. I'm very busy in my material working with the false ego. I'm too busy. I also involve, and I want to involve in that everyone. When I'm suffering, you also suffer with me. See that thing. Alone, why I will suffer? Then we start creating group for suffering. This process is started. And my goal is this. Yeah.
Shripad is in his Swarup.
Right. In his soul Sarup. We understand this material body, my material senses is a material room to live to the soul, but is nothing, is a one, your flat. You live there and your senses are door and window. If some broken, repair it, but keep it peaceful yourself. Door and window cannot be your goal of life. And one senses, if one glass broke, too much air is coming, what you go? Call carpenter or bring one glass and fix it. Why? Because too many ears are coming. It is little broken. Broken, then what? Too much cold is coming. It bring you cold, it affect you. So repair it here. Don't make big issue for that. If you make big issue, you put your whole energy, you will not receive anything. See that?
Shripad is in his Swarup Avesh from beginning to end.
Yeah. Beginning to end. And what happened in Sarupavesh? Listen.
He does not have to endeavor to get these visions. They come spontaneously. He floats on waves of prayer into the kingdom of transcendental Leelas. In his Kinkari Swarup, Shripad has now finished massaging Srimati's limbs with oil. The maidservant knows what Srimati doesn't know. Nagarendra, the king of womanizers, is admiring her uncovered limbs from up in a tree. Swamini is absorbed in thoughts when her maidservant calls her. Swamini, get up and take your bath. Srimati is startled and says, "Who is it? Is it you anointing me with oil? I forgot it was you. Your touch is just like Krishna's."
You see, this is the beauty of Manjaris, the maidservant, the dasi, who give the same feeling of massage, how the Krishna is massaging the feet of Radha. He knows, she knows, because Radhika massaging, not male. She got the Sarup, and this Sarup, soul is a nature, soul is a prakriti. My body may Purusha. Living in bodily consciousness, we are Purusha. When we come to the soul consciousness, this is the Prakriti. Prakriti means female. Our female nature starts. Male nature and female nature, what is the difference? Male nature to enjoy. And female nature enjoyed by enjoyer. Is a Prakriti, female nature. Is not an enjoying tendency. If we have the enjoying tendency, means Purusha bhava, male nature is this. Mani has a female body, but his nature to enjoy. They are Purushas. They are very far from the Krishna. And who this in the male body, if you have a male nature enjoying, so we are very far from the Krishna. Because only one enjoyer is there. And I want to be the same like a Krishna, so I want to be a God. So God keep distance from those who is interested in enjoying the things. Because of this, we are from recognizing to the God. Because if I will recognize Him, then my enjoyment nature will go, enjoying nature. Like I listen, but not accepting, I forgetting that moment. Hindi they say, my ears are listening, but he never listened like this, he behaved like this. This is the nature. Yeah.
Blessed is this maidservant that she can touch Swamini exactly as Mohan does.
You see, blessed is maidservant that she understand and living in the soul, so she become maidservant. Raghunath Das Goswami is a male, but he become female by practicing asana. He got,
Which Sarup?
Sarup of the soul.
You say which Sarup?
Sarup, female Sarup. Because the soul has a female. Body is a male.
Being a man, he was.
Become female. In his Siddha Sarup means his soul body. Externally he dressed like a male, but internally he is a female. He not change his clothes. Externally you like dressing like this, but inner Sarup, soul has a form like a female. Like a Jesus, he is not son of God, but he accepts my father is God. So he always say father. So he becomes son, he accepts and he practice, he becomes son. That soul becomes son. His body not becomes son. But when soul becomes son, by the perfection of this practice, externally also he becomes son. In and out both us become son. Because inner practice is so fixed, outer behavior is also like that. So what you practice from inner soul, your behavior will change. That is Siddhasa. That is the spiritual life. Not externally change is necessary. Inner change. Why we put tilak? Because, oh, my false ego, you are like a kalia, full of poison in my life. You only coming from your mouth poison. I see when on the head of Krishna, head of Kalia, when Krishna dance, when head of Kalia, Krishna is dancing. I see Krishna when he is dancing on the head of Kalia. Then he stopped throwing poison. So he's telling, when you will always keep in your head Krishna, false ego will never come to you. To not come in the influence of false ego, I put this tilak to remember myself that Krishna's lotus feet is on my head. My false ego will not disturb me. Sri Radha. Understand? False ego is the problem in our life because he wants to keep my material identification very, very fixed. Because his survival of force is this. If he is fixed in material identification to him, he is living. And the moment his identification is finished, he has to go out. He will automatically has to go out. False ego will not stay there. Because the moment you come to identify yourself as the I soul and try to develop that form of the soul, bad time for come for false ego and material thing. They cannot disturb you. But when you will go back there, then they will start dancing and they will start controlling. I control you. Who is I? The body is I. Senses are I. My false ego is I. That was wasting your time to meditate in the soul. You don't know what you achieve. You know me. You practice long life to me. Don't forget, they confuse you there. You stay here. You stay here. Don't do new things. You're creating suffering for you. Because these are our ignorance demons. What you say? Kafir. They want to not leave us. Enemies. They never want to that you forget it. You live with them and their association. It's a one word Maya also. Krishna's Maya. How you will understand this? When you are a child, small baby, mother feed your breast. When you little grown up, you want to play. She bring one room toys and give to you to play. Why? Because she want to be free. What is? Free for what? That he can do something. And she bring the toys. That you play with the toys and forget for mother. So, the real creator, these senses are the toy to play. And that moment you forget the creator to the father and mother, that he can be free for doing something. And I am so busy with playing my toy that I don't need to remember. And so many life, we are only busy to play our toys. This is the Maya. 90% people, 99%, they are working and suffering with toys. Material thing never successful. I think everyone has experienced 50 times before. Practical. But it still is a hope that this time may be success I will get. But in time also not successful because he's never success. He's a great Krishna. Desert, running in desert to find the water. There is no water. For the moment, for the 10-15 minutes, you are happy. Not long time. See, playing toys, we are go on.
Blessed is this maidservant.
Blessedness. Who is teaching us? Are what you are telling I? You see my practice? You are suffering. Why? Because you have not understand the blessing. You have not Sukriti, means previous sanskara before life. You never see this. So many times they want to tell you, so many facilities you have to be close to me. After, you not understand. Somebody has no place in Vrindavan. You have a place to live here. You have a place to sleep here. You have a facilities to eat here. You have a so good friends to live here. And then you are thinking, what is not my, is my I am I there. What is my soul is not my I. So see the blessed people, this Manjaris, who decide and they fix and they are practicing, and you never try to know and practice this. Blessed to this Vrindavan, blessed to this Manjaris who fixed himself by coming here. This Manjari, who is a Manjari who fixed the eye, he was also coming from the king family, because the king family people are rich, intelligent, understanding. They decide, then they do. Intelligent means what I think and the best I do. And the foolish means who never see the best, who live in the lowest, they are foolish, ignorant. After so long practice, still ignorance is not going. Blessed to this my servant, who understand and he fixed his eye, and we fix our eye in false. Go on.
She is an eternally perfect.
Eternally, we are outside perfection. I identify acts externally perfection, but they are eternally perfect. What is better? Huh? Eternal perfection is better or outer perfection? Yeah.
From who the aspirants should learn their services.
Yeah. Who?
From whom the aspirants should learn their services.
Yeah. Because they are eternal perfect. And if you desire externally perfect, you are religious. Good religion. Follow good religion. You are good Christian. Good Hindu. Good Hanuman Bhakta. Good Shiva Bhakta. Good Krishna Bhakta. Good Vishnu Bhakta. Anything. Good Durga Bhakta. But eternally perfection is something different. Religious, if you want, is very good. You need external perfection to make the fool to others. Eternal perfection is something else that has to do. Decide, I want to be eternal perfect. I want to be identify myself as a soul, and that for. I have a house flat in Delhi, but I need one other home in Vrindavan. And I have to see Delhi living is better or Vrindavan living is better. If I have only one flat or one home, I cannot decide. But you have two flats. You can take decision. Where is better for me? You need eternal perfect. You have to change your home. To live, living nature has to change. I want to live eternal. I have to live in Delhi. I have to live in Vrindavan. And both I have to living and decide what is the best. What is more giving peace and more perfection. Then you can decide. Or not. Right. Go on.
Srila Narottam Das Thakur sings, I will joyfully serve Radha and Krishna along with their dearest maidservants by dressing their limbs. Please keep me at your lotus feet for such services amongst your dearest maidservants. I will always stay with these maidservants as their maidservant, serving you in a different ways with fragrant sandal paste, jeweled ornaments, and silken garments.
What is meaning of it? Is all material. Ornaments I see in my material life. Again is ornament. I see my silken garment in my material life when I am using in my body. Again this silken garment. I was dressing very nice in my false ego body. But here also is dressing the clothes. Same thing. But here it becomes divine. When you know the beauty of service, first thing, you will before want service from other, but you want to serve now. One thing. Before you want taking service from other. Now you want to serve. What you want to serve? To Radharani, my boss, and to his lover, Krishna. When you serve, you want to serve the whole world with ornaments. What is the ornament? When you dress yourself, then they put the ornaments. When they make up themselves, then they put the ornaments. Ornaments create more beautiful because it's a jewelry. What is the jewel? Abhushan is the jewel in the body. So this abhushan I am decorating in my spiritual body. My spiritual body is decorating to Radhika. I make decoration to divine love and his lover. So this way I develop the service to the whole universe. How to decorate beautifully to the circumstances. when I can decorate to the Creator and to divine love, I know the tricks how to decorate the whole circumstances in the day-to-day life because I have no idea of decoration. How these ornaments used before I was decorating only to myself for the false thinking. I will know today what they require and what they want to decorate, which color they wear the dress and how they make up, and which ornaments they require today. We will become so intelligent to understand what beautiful will create today decoration. What color of the clothes to decorate today. How they will look beautiful. This beauty will rise, your beauty will rise by decorating them, not to myself. So my dear, when the soul form will decorate to divine couple, that is the real decoration. To understand how they be happy with you. And when they will be happy, whole universe will become happy too. Why? Because you got the idea to serve the highest and love to them, to service to them. So you're not serving only to Him, you are ready to serve all the creation, all the brother and sister, all His children of the world. You know, you see the divine thing. Don't become shorter. But you not can do that. How you will know? See that? This is the meaning of decoration. This divine. Anyone, this is the mercy of Chaitanya. He gives this gift. Kripa Sadhya is every living being. If he want to afford, by the grace he can get it. Kripa Sadhya. By grace. It's not possible with sadhana, not possible with nitya siddha. Only by the grace we can get it. And this is the mercy of the Brajabhumi. This is the mercy of the touch of Radhika. Automatic desire comes in our life, love desire that generates love in your heart, that you can move like this. See? Yeah.
Without even a tiny drop of mercy from these eternally liberated maidservants, it is impossible.
Liberated means not conditioned. Dharma, religious practice, artha, money arrangement, kama, and liberation is the fourth thing. And they are liberated. What is meaning of that? They are renounced. They are in the service, but they are free from the condition, from the false ego, from the material identification. So they are living in the soul, so they are liberated. They are free from all condition and marginal potency. Here and there and here and there. They are free from that. They can see, they can do, they are busy in their service. They are not jumping them. They are free from this liberation. Liberated. This is the Vaishnava liberation. When I know my Sarup, we are liberated. We are free from the lollipops. We are living in the same room, same flat where the door and window is there, But we are not attached with that door and window, that I am a window, I am a door, I want to use this only window and doors. No, they are living just that I got it to live, and when the time will come, I will go out from there. They are not attached. They are not working for the door and window and the false ego. And who works, they cannot do more than goodness because they are unbalanced. They can do only some religious principle for 1-2 days or 2 hours, and again they want to keep themselves in falsehood. This is religious practice. The religion practice is more easy to do than a spiritual practice. Because in spiritual you cannot escape. You have to fix yourself 24 hours, 24 and 7. Means 7 days, 24 hours. Mind has to fix for this consciousness. This is a spiritual practice. Sri Radha. Tomorrow. No?
Maybe
Oh.
a little few more.
Yes.
Without even a tiny drop of mercy from these eternally liberated maidservants, it is impossible to experience and perform such services.
You see, it's impossible for us to, without association of liberated maidservant, I will become like that. We have to associate with those liberated souls who is really free. And we have to pray for that to become. But we don't want, because we want to fix my material identification. I am a Guruji. Are, what, you will die with this or what? Are, you are a student, man. Every moment you are learning still. Why you identify like a guru? Why you identify like a man, woman, or some identification? You are rich or poor, or this and that. You are nothing. You are in the false ego. You not understand what you are. You are only living soul. And soul is never see that. We have to see that. We have to live in that. Our suffering will go out. The moment we will decide to do this, lava matra sadhu sangha sabasiddhi hai, that will, the moment my life will change. We will read to research this, how to become in this consciousness. Without this desire, we will never move, and I will listen, but not accepting. More and more listening, but never listen. Sri Radha.
Lord Krishna explained to Lord Brahma what is the importance of grace from above. What is the importance of grace from above?
Yeah. What is the grace from above? What is the grace from above? What is the grace? The moment I will understand, that's a grace. Radhe Radhe Govinda